Have you heard anyone say that masturbation can help prevent prostate cancer? This subject generates controversy, arouses doubts, and is often treated like taboo. But what if I told you that science has something to say about it? Yes, there is research that analyzes the relationship between the frequency of masturbation and the risk of prostate cancer, and the results may surprise you. After all, does regularly ejaculate really help keep the prostate healthy, or is that a myth spread around? Prostate cancer is one of the most common diseases among men, and unfortunately, many people only realize when it's too late. It is a silent condition that can evolve without apparent symptoms and seriously compromise quality of life. The problem is that many men avoid talking about it, ignoring preventive tests, and ending up believing they are immune. But the truth is that prostate health needs attention, and if there is something simple that can help prevent, why not know about it anymore? And that's exactly where this theory comes into masturbation. Some studies indicate that regularly ejaculate can help eliminate substances that accumulate in the prostate and reduce inflammation. But is this enough? Can just maintaining a high masturbation frequency is considered a factor of prostate cancer protection? Or is there anything else that should be taken into account? Before answering these questions, I want to know your opinion. Have you heard about this relationship between masturbation and prostate cancer? Do you think it makes sense or considers one of those unlucky myths? Comment down here because I want to know what you think about it. Oh, and already take the opportunity to leave the like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell, because what I will show you now can completely change your vision on this subject. Get ready, because now we are going straight to what science really says about it. Science has been investigating this issue for years, and some studies really point out that men who frequently ejaculate may have a lower risk of developing prostate cancer. A study published in European Urology magazine has accompanied thousands of men over decades and concluded that those who ejaculated at least 21 times a month had a significantly lower risk of developing the disease. But before you draw hasty conclusions, it is important to understand why. Researchers believe that ejaculation can act as a prostate cleaning mechanism, eliminating substances that, when accumulated, can cause inflammation and increase the risk of cellular changes. In addition, frequent release of seminal fluid can reduce toxins stagnation in the prostate, which would theoretically help keep the organ healthy. But beware, this does not mean that only masturbation is sufficient to protect your prostate. Other factors, such as diet, exercise, and routine examinations, are essential to ensure effective prevention. After all, it's no use believing that just because you keep a high frequency of masturbation is completely protected. Prostate cancer is a multifactorial disease. That is, it depends on various conditions, such as family history, age, and lifestyle. In addition, excessive masturbation, especially when associated with addictions and compulsions, can have other consequences for mental and physical health. Therefore, the great lesson here is not to transform this into an absolute rule, but to understand that balance and general health care are fundamental. And now I want to know about you. Did you already know this relationship between masturbation and prostate cancer? Do you think it makes sense, or was surprised by this information? Write here in the comments, because I want to know your opinion. Of course, don't forget to leave the like in the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any important content like this. After all, information saves lives, and this is a subject that every man needs to know. But does this mean that masturbation can be considered a strategy for preventing prostate cancer? The answer is not as simple as it seems. Although studies point out this possible link between ejaculation frequency and a lower risk of developing the disease, this does not mean that only this factor is decisive to avoid prostate problems. What experts explain is that frequent ejaculation can help reduce the accumulation of inflammatory substances in the prostate. But this is not the only thing that tells when we talk about prostate health. The truth is that prostate cancer is a multifactorial condition. That is, it depends on a combination of genetic, hormonal, and environmental factors. If a man has a family history of the disease, for example, he may have a higher risk dependingly from the frequency with which it ejaculates. Similarly, bad habits such as a nutrient, poor diet, physical inactivity, and excessive alcohol consumption can increase the chances of developing changes in the prostate. That is, believing that masturbation alone can be a shield against the disease can be a dangerous mistake. What doctors actually recommend is a set of healthy practices to keep the prostate in proper functioning. This includes maintaining a balanced diet, rich in antioxidants, lycopene, and healthy fats, which help reduce inflammatory processes in the body. Tomato, for example, is an excellent source of lycopene, a compound that protects prostate cells against damage. In addition, exercise regularly improves blood circulation and helps regulate hormone levels, which is also essential for male health. Another point that many men ignore that can be decisive to avoid prostate complications is to perform periodic examinations. Prostate cancer is a silent disease. That is, it can develop without symptoms for a long time. When the first signs appear, such as difficulty to urinate, increased urinary frequency, and full bladder sensation even after urinating, the disease may already be at an advanced stage. And that's exactly why preventive exams such as PSA and rectal touch are so important. The sooner a problem is identified, the greater the chances of treatment and healing. But then another question comes in. Many men are still ashamed or even fear of talking about this. The touch exam, for example, is still surrounded by taboos that make many people avoid going to the urologist. This is a gigantic mistake. There is nothing more masculine than taking care of your own health and ensuring that you can have a long and quality life. Can masturbation have a positive impact on prostate cancer prevention? Yes, but only as a small factor within a larger set of care needed. And this is where I want to know about you. Did you already have the idea of this possible relationship between masturbation and prostate cancer? Or always thought it was just a myth? I want you to comment below if this makes sense to you and if any of this information was new, and take the opportunity to tell me. Do you have a habit of taking care of your prostate health? If yes, right here, I take care of my health. And if not, comments, I need to take care of myself, because I want to see how your awareness is on this subject. Do not forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications, because we still have a lot important to talk about this topic. And when we talk about male health, there are still many myths and misinformation circulating around. The truth is that most men only start to worry about the prostate when the first symptoms appear, but it is often a late warning. What we need to understand is that prevention cannot be left for later. The prostate, although small, plays a key role in the functioning of the male body, influencing both the urinary and reproductive system. And when something is wrong, the body begins to give signs, even subtle at the beginning. One of the biggest challenges is that prostate cancer, in most cases, develops quietly. Many men may have changes in the prostate and do not even suspect, because symptoms only often appear at more advanced stages. Among the most common signs are the difficulty of urinating, the frequent need to go to the bathroom at night, and the feeling that the bladder never completely empties. If you have already felt something like this, or know someone who goes through it, be aware, because these may be the first warning signs. Now, returning to the question of masturbation and its relationship with prostate cancer prevention, studies indicate that frequent ejaculation can help eliminate prostate-accumulated substances, reducing the risk of inflammation and, consequently, cellular changes. But it is worth remembering that this does not mean that masturbation alone is a miracle solution. Lifestyle also has a direct impact on prostate health. Food rich in bad fats, excessive alcohol consumption, cigarette, and lack of exercise are factors that considerably increase the risk of developing prostate problems, including benign prostatic hyperplasia and prostate cancer. And here comes another point that many men ignore: the role of hormones. As we age, testosterone levels begin to decrease, and at the same time, a hormone called dihydrotestosterone, DHT, can stimulate prostate growth. This growth can lead to compression of the urethra, causing those discomfort symptoms of difficulty to urinate. The good night A is that some habits can help maintain hormonal balance, such as a rich zinc and magnesium diet, as well as regular physical activity, which helps keep hormones at healthy levels. But nothing replaces medical follow-up. The rectal and PSA touch exam are essential to monitor the health of the prostate. Many men still resist taking the touch exam for pure prejudice, but the truth is that it lasts only a few seconds and can save lives. Prostate cancer, when diagnosed early, has more than 90% chance of cure, so avoiding such a simple exam can be a fatal error. Fear and taboo cannot be greater than your concern for your own health. And now I want to know your opinion. Have you heard of this relationship between masturbation and prostate health? Do you think it makes sense or still has doubts? Write here in the comments because I want to see what you think about it. And take the opportunity to leave a yes if you already knew this information or a no if that was new to you. And if this content has helped you in any way, already leave your like, subscribe to the channel and activates the bell because we still have a lot to talk about this topic. And when it comes to prostate health, you can't play. The truth is that many men only realize that something is wrong when symptoms begin to disrupt everyday life, such as the difficulty of urinating, increasing urinary frequency at night, or even that uncomfortable feeling that the bladder never completely empties. But the problem is that when symptoms appear, the situation may be more advanced than you think. This is why care for the prostate should start before the first signs. And here comes an important question. What are you doing to prevent possible problems? Have you ever stopped to think that your daily choices can directly impact your prostate health? The relationship between masturbation and prostate health has been studied for years, and the results indicate that regular ejaculation can have a positive effect on prostate cancer prevention. The explanation behind this is that at ejaculate, the body eliminates substances that, when accumulated in the prostate, can generate inflammation and favor the development of cancer cells. In addition, there is a theory that frequent release of seminal fluid can help renew prostate cells, reducing the risk of malignant changes. But does this mean that masturbation is a definitive solution? Of course. Prostate health goes far beyond the frequency of masturbation. Food, daily habits, genetics, and even emotional factors can influence the development of prostatic diseases. Stress, for example, has a direct impact on hormonal balance and may favor increased prostate, leading to uncomfortable symptoms and increasing the risk of complications. Similarly, a nutrient-poor diet rich in industrialized can trigger inflammatory processes that directly affect the functioning of the prostate. This is why experts recommend a set of healthy habits to keep the prostate to function properly. Consumption of lycopene, rich foods, such as tomatoes, can help protect prostatic cells against damage. The same goes for omega-3 rich fish, such as salmon and sardines, which have natural anti-inflammatory properties. Excessive consumption of red meat and ultra-processed foods can increase levels of inflammatory substances in the body and favor the uncontrolled growth of the prostate. But we must not forget an extremely important detail: the importance of regular checkup. Many men still avoid looking for a urologist and end up leaving health as a shame or fear. This needs to change. The rectal touch exam, along with the PSA, is critical to detect any change in the prostate before the problem becomes severe. And if you think this is something that should only be done after the age of 50, you're wrong. More and more cases of prostatic changes are being identified in younger men, especially those who have a family history of the disease. And now I want to know, I had heard about this relationship between masturbation and prostate cancer. Do you worry about your prostatic health, or haven't you thought about it yet? Comment down here with a yes if you already knew this information, or no if it was new to you. And take the opportunity to write "I take care" if you already have a habit of taking exams and maintaining a healthy routine, or "I need to take care of myself." If this video made you realize that it is time to pay more attention to your health, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activates the bell so as not to lose more content like this, because this conversation is not over yet. The truth is that the health of prostate is still a taboo for many men, and that needs to change. Prostate cancer is the second most common cancer among men worldwide, and lack of information is one of the main factors that lead to late diagnosis. But have you ever stopped to think that small changes in routine can make a big difference to your health? The problem is that many only start to worry when symptoms appear, and often when this happens, the disease is already in advanced stage, and that is the error we need to avoid. This is why understanding all factors that influence prostate health is critical. Masturbation, food, physical inactivity, stress, preventive examinations, all of this has a direct impact on the prevention of prostate problems. And it's no use thinking that this is something that only affects older men. Increasingly, young people are showing signs of prostate changes, either because of a bad diet, physical inactivity, or even the use of anabolic steroids and substances that deregulate the hormonal system. This means that no matter your age, the sooner you start taking care of your prostate, the more likely to avoid problems in the future. And if there is one thing that science has shown in recent years, is that balance is the key to a healthy life. Masturbation may have a positive role in prostate health, as frequent ejaculation helps eliminate accumulated substances in the organ, reducing the risk of inflammation and possible cellular mutations. But that does not mean that only this habit is sufficient to protect against prostate cancer. In fact, studies show that ejaculation is just one of several factors that influence prostatic health. If you do not maintain healthy diet, do not exercise, and do not perform exams regularly, masturbation alone will not do any miracles. Another important point is the impact of hormones on prostate functioning. As the years go by, testosterone levels begin to fall, and the body may undergo some hormonal changes that favor prostate growth. This can lead to problems such as benign prostatic hyperplasia, a condition that causes the prostate to increase in size and press the urethra, causing difficulties to urinate. In addition, hormonal imbalance may increase the risk of prostate inflammation, which in the long run may favor the development of cancer cells. But is there a way to maintain this hormonal balance naturally? The answer is yes, and one of the secrets is in food. Foods rich in antioxidants such as tomatoes, broccoli, and red fruits help protect prostate cells from mutations that can lead to cancer. Lycopene, present in tomatoes, is one of the most studied compounds when it comes to prostatic health, as it acts as a shield against cellular aging. Already omega-3 rich fish, such as salmon, have anti-inflammatory properties that reduce inflammatory processes in the prostate and help maintain balanced hormones. Another fundamental point for prostate health is the practice of physical activity. Aerobic exercises such as walking, running, and cycling help improve blood circulation and reduce toxins accumulation in the prostate. In addition, bodybuilding can be a great ally as it assists in regulating testosterone and improves hormonal function as a whole. Keeping the body active also reduces stress, which is one of the main factors that influence the functioning of the prostate. But there is no point in following a healthy routine and ignoring routine exams. Prostate cancer can be silent, and the only way to detect it early is to perform tests such as PSA and rectal touch. And here I need to ask you a question. Do you still have prejudice with the touch exam? If so, know that this prejudice can cost your life. The exam lasts a few seconds and can identify changes that can be treated quickly. The sooner a problem is detected, the greater the chances of treatment and healing. So if you really care about your health, you need to leave this taboo back and understand that taking the exam is an act of responsibility. And now I want to know about you. Did you already know about this relationship between masturbation and the health of the prostate? Do you think it makes sense or still has doubts about this? Comment down here with a yes if you already knew this information, or a no if this was new to you. And if you already do regular exams, write I take care. But if this video made you realize that it's time to pay more attention to your health, I comment I need to take more care. Don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss more content like this, because this conversation is not over yet. And when we talk about the health of the prostate, it still exists. A very big problem, the lack of awareness. Most men do not care about this until symptoms begin to appear, and often this delay in prevention can make all the difference between simple treatment and a difficult battle against prostate cancer. The truth is that this type of disease can develop silently for years, and when the first signs arise, it may be too late for less invasive treatment. Therefore, the sooner you understand the importance of prostate care, the better it will be for your quality of life and to avoid complications in the future. Masturbation has been a much discussed topic in the scientific world when it comes to the health of the prostate, but we need to look at this issue in a balanced way. Studies have already shown that frequent ejaculation can help reduce the risk of prostate cancer, as it contributes to the elimination of toxins and inflammatory substances that can accumulate in the prostate over time. However, this isolated practice cannot be seen as a unique and definitive solution. What really matters is a set of healthy habits that ensure the maintenance of prostatic health, including food, physical activity, and regular medical examinations. The problem is that many men still ignore routine tests for pure prejudice or think it is not necessary. But the truth is that prevention can save lives. PSA, which is a simple blood test, can detect high levels of a prostate protein, indicating possible changes in the organ. Already the rectal touch exam, although surrounded by taboos, is one of the most effective ways to identify prostate abnormalities before they become a serious problem. And the sooner a diagnosis is made, the greater the chances of complete treatment and recovery. And talking about prevention, did you know that your diet has a direct impact on prostate health? If you are one of those who eat excess red meat, fried foods, sausages, and ultra-processed foods all the time, know that these foods are associated with inflammatory processes in the body that can contribute to the uncontrolled growth of the prostate. On the other hand, foods rich in antioxidants such as tomatoes, carrots, broccoli, and red fruits help protect prostate cells from damage and mutations. Lycopene, found in tomatoes, is one of the most studied antioxidants when it comes to prostatic health, as it helps reduce oxidative stress and protects against cellular aging. In addition, regular exercise can be a great ally for prostate health. Aerobic activities such as running, walking, and cycling help improve blood circulation and reduce the risk of prostate inflammation. Bodybuilding can assist in hormonal balance, which is critical to maintaining prostate health. Another benefit of exercise is stress reduction, a factor that has been increasingly associated with the development of prostate problems. Men living in a high level of stress tend to produce more cortisol, a hormone that can deregulate the body's balance and negatively impact prostate health. Another point that few men consider is hydration. Drinking little water can affect the functioning of the urinary system and contribute to the accumulation of toxins that impair the prostate. Proper water intake helps keep the urine more diluted, reducing the risk of urinary tract infections and preventing waste from being accumulated in the body. Good hydration also improves renal function, which is essential to keep the entire urinary system in equilibrium. And we must not forget the impact of hormones on the prostate. Over the years, testosterone levels naturally decrease, and at the same time, the body can produce more dihydrotestosterone, DHT, a hormone that is directly linked to prostate growth. This process can lead to a condition called benign prostatic hyperplasia, HPB, which, although not cancer, can cause uncomfortable symptoms such as difficulty urinating, full bladder sensation, and increased night urinary frequency. And the only way to monitor these hormonal changes is through regular examinations and medical follow-up. The truth is that there is no single miracle solution to ensure a healthy prostate. Can masturbation be a positive factor? Yes, but only within a larger context of healthy habits. If you really want to take care of your prostate and avoid problems in the future, you need to go further. Having a balanced diet, exercise, drinking plenty of water, and above all, doing tests regularly are attitudes that make all the difference in prevention. And now I want to know about you. You already knew this relationship between masturbation and prostate cancer, or this was new to you? Comment down here with a yes if you already knew this, or a no if this information was new to you. And tell me too, do you already have a habit of taking care of your prostate health? If so, I comment, I take care of myself. And if not, comments, I need to take care of myself. I want to see how your awareness is on this subject. And of course, don't forget to leave the like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell, because this conversation is not over yet, and there is much important to talk about your health. And if there's one thing you need to take from this video, your health is in your hands. Prostate cancer is a reality that affects millions of men worldwide, and the best way to protect itself is with information and attitude. Can masturbation play a role in prevention? Yes, studies indicate that frequent ejaculation can help reduce prostate inflammation by eliminating accumulated toxins. But that does not mean that only this habit is sufficient. Healthy eating, exercise, hydration, and regular exams are indispensable to ensure that you are really taking care of your prostate health. The biggest mistake a man can make is to believe that he is immune or does not need to worry because he still does not feel symptoms. The prostate is a small organ but plays a key role in the male body, and when something is wrong, the signs may take time to appear. The lack of symptoms does not mean that everything is fine, and if you want to avoid complications in the future, you need to act now. Prejudice regarding touch examination and neglect of health are attitudes that put many lives at risk. Do not let fear or misinformation be part of your story. Now, I want to know about you. What caught you the most attention in this video? Did you already know about this relationship between masturbation and the health of the prostate, or it was new? I want you to comment below with a yes if this information was familiar to you, or a no if you had never heard of it before. And take the opportunity to write "I take care" if you already have a habit of taking exams and maintaining a healthy routine. Or "I need to take care" if this video made you realize that it's time to pay more attention to your health. Your participation here is very important. Of course, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss more content. Share this video with your friends, family groups, and anywhere where this information can make a difference. The more people know about the importance of taking care of the prostate, the more lives can be saved. This conversation is not over yet, so it is connected because there is a lot more coming around. We see each other in the next video.